What's up, guys, and welcome back to Mon Bazou. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were finally able to retrieve the abandoned E36 from the scrapyard. Now, I don't want to make any promises and say that we're going to have this thing completed today, but we're definitely going to start working on it at the very least. So today what I would like to do is first make some money, and second, just kind of work on some cars. I've got a couple of ideas floating around in the old dome piece, the old cranium. But the first thing that we need to do is get the truck brought over to the sugar shack so we can start filling up the tank with some delicious, delicious maple syrup. Really hope this rain ends up clearing up later on. Kind of getting a bit of a gloomy start to our day today. It looks like those tanks are pretty well full, though. Wait a minute. It's already drained the reservoir? This was completely full. Last I knew, anyways. That is pretty impressive, actually. Very impressive. So, we need to wait for the reservoir to fill up a little bit. Oh, we can't even do that. We'd have to move the truck. But we kind of need maple syrup. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to back the truck up temporarily, just so that external hose right there disconnects. Right. Wow, that is a stretchy boy right there. Alrighty, we can just hit the e-brake on that, and then we'll head back inside. We need the reservoir to fill up just enough so we can start canning some of these, because as of right now, we don't have any maple syrup on the go. It never fails, you guys. It never fails. Every time I'm here and I'm like, God, I'm so thirsty, but I can't drink because yada, yada, yada. Every time someone has to say, just drink from the cup up on the wall. Most of the time we come out here and these tanks are actually empty, so I'm not able to use the little coffee cup over here unless the evaporator is actually running. So right now, though, I can use it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll just twiddle my thumbs, I guess, or should we come back in a little bit? Let's come back in a little bit. Might as well. We'll take the ATV back over to the house. The one good thing about this rain is that we don't have to water any of our crops out here. Okay, these are all fully grown, ready to be harvested. We've got the bus driver stopping by as per usual. Good to see you, brother. Have a great rest of your day and stuffing things or whatever. We're gonna get this harvest basket filled up like real quick. So let's just make our way back inside. And I don't think we need to make any poutine right now, so let's just fill our little compost thing. I'm sure it's pretty close to empty. There we are. But we still have 93% left. Yeah, I really don't need any poutine, but I suppose if we're going to want to empty this basket at some point. We've got 73% now. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those. We can get that lid shut, and we'll get a little poutine going. And then I thought I saw some grown crops down here. 100%. That's what we like to see. We'll go through and just harvest this really quick, and then we can get on with our day, right? Start wrenching on some cars. I thought somebody had told me that we need like 3 of these huge harvest baskets if we want to be able to make just one huge oregano pack right here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can do it just yet. So maybe later on, let's go out to the dealers and grab just one more of those huge harvest baskets. We'll get this tossed up in there. Actually, let's just get one pre-made. Now then, let's talk cars, shall we? Obviously, we have this very, very nice, pristine E36 right here. I'm also going to stop referring to them as the current, old, or new E36. This one will just be the yellow E36, and after we get this one painted, it'll be whatever color E36. For right now, I'll just stick with, like, abandoned E36, right? Just so we keep everything straight, you know? So this one, ideally, what I think I want to do is kind of convert this one into more of a drift car, more of a race car almost, and then this one will be our off-road E36. But instead of buying brand new parts for the abandoned E36, I think what I want to do instead is buy brand new stuff for the yellow one, and then anything that we take off, anything that we don't use from this one, we can just install on the abandoned one, right? We might be able to save a little bit of money doing things that way, but I guess we'll find out once we hit up the store. So we're gonna hop on the ATV and and go check in on the Sugar Shack. Ugh, I think I had too much coffee today, dude. The mouse hand, too. The mouse hand is a little too jittery. A little bit more jittery than it usually is. So, what I need to do now is just start canning some of these so we can empty out this reservoir. Then after we finish that, we'll go out, grab the truck, and get it brought back over so we can keep filling up the tank. What's going on here? Why? Why does this always happen to me? Things just, like, end up falling out of the truck. It's kind of my fault. I suppose I did kind of park on this hill, and we're going to run right into our little pump right there. Put it in reverse Terry. I'm just going to pull up a little bit closer so we're off the hill, but the hose is still disconnected. You know, I was going to take the truck to the store, but I think instead we're just going to grab our maple syrup crate here. I'm going to try to haul it back using the ATV, and let's just take the yellow E36 to the store instead. We might not be able to fit as much in it, but we need to get going. We're running out of daylight. This thing is so fast, dude, and so squirrely, too. I forgot how squirrely it is on the dirt roads, and that's probably just because of the tire compound that we have on here right now. I'm pretty sure it's the race or the sport compound, something like that. But let's just leave this thing right here. We'll go on into Rogers and see what we're gonna be picking out today. Take a look around. There's a lot to take in. You're telling me. You are telling me. Okay, so I'm having a hard time remembering just what we have installed on this. Let me just pop the hood here. Like, I don't remember what we have underneath. Okay, we do have the upgraded control arms and stuff under there. Let's just buy stuff. Let's just buy whatever the heck we want. We've got money, $9,700. Not very much money, but we do have a little bit. So I think right now we have the race stuff installed. There's also the hard stuff, or street, or soft. Got you. Okay, no idea which one I really want out of those. Let's get these for sure. I think we're definitely gonna need those, especially if we want the other E36, the abandoned one. I mean, if we want that one to be like lifted, I'm fairly certain that these are the only ones that can be raised like that. I don't think you can do that with the OEM suspension. We already have this in LSD. I think we already have that. We already have the turbo intake manifold and turbo installed on this vehicle. That means we've already got the intercooler as well. I don't think we have the race exhaust. I don't know, I could be wrong, unless this is a different exhaust from what's sold at Cali Gas. I'm pretty sure that's the one that we currently have installed on the yellow vehicle. So maybe we do want this? I can't even fit this thing in the yellow car anyways, but I'm gonna buy it. We'll just leave it out front. Might have to come back for that at a later date. I don't want to do any nitrous just yet. Wait, new? Oh, performance. Gotcha. We have this one, and we have ITBs back at home. We don't have new OE stuff. That could be kind of cool, because right now we have rusted out things. It's OE, but it's junk. And then I know we already have an auto transmission. I would really prefer to have a manual one in the off-road vehicle as well. We might could just pick out a new front lip though. This one like has fog lights in it. That is a huge lip. And that's gonna be the OEM rear bumper. So that's what we have installed currently. I don't hate this one, but it's not really my style. Kind of leaning more towards this one, but also the fog lights are kind of sick, man. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Let's go huge lip. I think that's the one I'm leaning more towards anyways. And then some rust repair kits could be good. We haven't really bought any of those in a while. Might as well just restock. And then OE grill, we have that right now. New trunk. I don't think we need a new trunk, but taillights for sure. You can see that one right there is a little broken, a little damaged. So let's grab the lightly smoked tails. I like the look of those. I think they'd look a little bit better than what's on there right now. So we'll get left and right side, of course. Now for the headlights. Ooh, black housing. I really don't like these or these. I think I'll grab these ones. Those look kind of cool because they have like the clear turn signal. It's like the JDM spec thing, right? In the States, you have to have like the orange or amber turn signal, but overseas, I don't think they really care about that stuff as much. These doors would not be for this E36. They would definitely be for the off-road one. I like the look of the door card on that. Kind of matches the off-road theme a little bit better. So let's grab this guy and the other guy as well. Once again, these are probably not going to fit in this car, but that's all right. We can just grab them and come back for them later. Let's see, fenders. This is the thing for the off-road vehicle. I don't even really know. I don't necessarily know that I want body panels. So I'm kind of torn. I'm not sure if I should be buying panels just yet. Is there anything else in here that we can get? Oh, dude, we're gonna need a new engine. Wow, this is a thing that I completely forgot about. It would be nice if our abandoned vehicle had an engine. Oh, hang on. We need these. We need these very, very badly. We only have the 4 right now, and they're already in use. Do I bite the bullet and just get the new OE engine right now? Or should we wait a little while and get another performance engine? That's currently what's installed in this. I don't know what I want to do. We already have those 2 seats back at home. I don't know. I really, really don't know. I feel like we have a decent amount of stuff, though. Oh, let's get... Oh, the store's closed. Dang it, he just closed. Well, let's load up what we can, and we'll head back to the house. I had to leave a lot of the big stuff at the store, of course, because we just, plain and simple, don't have that much space. But we do actually have a decent amount of trunk space, so pretty much all the small things I was able to bring back home with us. But now, we desperately need to go to bed.
The next morning.
Now we can start getting down to business. Nothing like coming out to the garage at 3 a.m., Gotta love that. But we've got stuff to do. Let's get this all unpacked here. And hopefully we'll start to maybe be able to paint a clearer picture of what we want these 2 vehicles to look like. I just want to creep underneath this thing really quick so I can get a better look at this exhaust. Also, we do have the LSD, but it's currently installed in this vehicle. Yeah, this exhaust pipe doesn't look like the one that we just purchased from Roger. So I think we made a good call there. But obviously this vehicle doesn't have anything underneath it. Not really. I mean, it's got a little bit of rusty stuff, but I know for sure we're going to be wanting this suspension on this vehicle. So I've got that laid out already. We're going to have to take out the OEM stuff and just replace it really quick. It's not that big of a deal. But I think what I want to do first is actually install these new headlights and taillights in this vehicle. Oh, there are bolts back here, dude. I was wondering how that was gonna work. Haven't really even paid much attention. Yeah, there are also bolts up here as well. Okay, let's get the impact gun and we'll get after it. I decided to swap out these old rusty boys for some brand spanking new ones. Some nice black bolts. I just think that looks so much better. So much cleaner, you know? But we still got to pick up those rusty boys. Keep the garage looking nice. Oh my, dude, those headlights look so much... Okay, we need maple syrup. But the headlights look so much better. They really do. Taillights, too. I didn't really need to use the black bolts here because no one's ever gonna see them, but I like it. I think it looks pretty sick. And then I just put the broken one on the abandoned E36 for right now. I wanted to see if I would like this Or maybe the off-road, like, taped up ones more. I actually think I like the off-road taped up ones more because they're sort of like this in that they have like the clear turn signal side markers, but then they're just taped up so they kind of have a little bit more personality, you know? They look more off-road-esque. So I think that's what we're going to go with, and we'll put these OEM ones on the shelf. We'll save them for a rainy day, you know? Just had to take care of our stats really quick, and I just remembered that I forgot to put some new bolts in these headlights and taillights. So I'm going to do that, and then also, I think while I'm thinking about it, we'll get the suspension swapped around, and then we should probably actually head back to the Sugar Shack to check on the truck. I did say I wanted to make a little bit of money today. Once again, not really giving myself too much time to be able to make it down to the store today, but I think we'll be all right. This thing is still going. That is excellent news. I don't really need it to go any longer though. It's just gonna use up electricity, and honestly, I think our tanks are, yeah, just about bone dry. So we'll let those things fill up while we're gone, while we're out doing things. We're gonna head back to the store so we can pick up those larger items we weren't able to bring back in the yellow E36, and hopefully we'll be able to drop by the Federation to drop out this here tanker. We should get what, 2,000 bucks for this? There we go. And we'll keep getting paid out a little bit more every Sunday. But I'm really hoping that's gonna give us just enough money to be able to purchase our off-road rims and tires for the abandoned E36. That's what's really gonna seal the deal, I think. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to make our way out to the dealer's place today for that huge harvest basket, but we'll get it another time. Not super concerned about that. At least we were able to make a little bit of money dropping off some maple syrup. Oh, this thing is huge. Long boy. Maybe we can tuck it up in between in between the cab and the tank. That is not happening. Yeah, this thing's gonna give me some trouble. That's probably gonna fly out on us. Maybe, oh no, the windows don't go down on this, do they? I was gonna say, maybe we could put the windows down and haul it back like that. I'm just gonna leave it here, and we'll see. No, that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. Let's just leave it in the bed like this. Also a bad idea. And we'll see how long it lasts, right? And we only have an hour and a half left to pick out our new rims and tires. So let's think about this. It's an off-road E36. These would definitely look the best for off-roading, but we kind of already have them installed on our truck. So I think that might be a little weird. We already have 5 spokes on our, like, performance E36, the yellow one, you know? Let's go with these. These could be off-road-esque, maybe? Or those? I'm just trying to stay away from the 5-spoke because we already have 5 spokes, you know? Let's go with the 6-spoke. I think that'll look kind of cool. Maybe spray them black too. You guys will have to let me know if you have any color combo suggestions for the abandoned E36 as well, because I have no ideas. I was thinking maybe just jet black, nice and simple, but I cannot wait to see what these are gonna look like with the rubbers installed, dude. Look at that. That's perfect. That is actually perfect. We'll get these all done up, all inflated, and we'll make our way back home once again. Somehow, you guys, somehow by some miracle, I was able to make it all the way back home without losing anything, including the exhaust that's just kind of hanging out up there. I am just so insanely excited to get these things mounted up. But I think honestly we should just spray them black, because we're probably gonna do it anyways. You know, we'll save a little bit of time and get it done just before we mock them up, dude. This is gonna look so rad. And then also, of course, I'm not just gonna throw these things on without any spacers. We're maxing this thing out. I don't know if there's any spacer larger than a 70 mil now, but that used to be the largest size. So since we've got 70s right now, I'm just gonna chuck those on and we'll see how that looks, dude. I'm so stoked for this. Honestly, I'm sure some of you guys are as well. We are very, very tired, so I'm gonna have to make this kind of quick. It's gonna look extra weird too while it's up on jack stands. So I'm just gonna get those 4 things mounted up. We'll get these lugs zipped in as well, and then I think I'm gonna take out the jack stands just so we can see what it's really gonna look like. We may also have to tweak the suspension just a little bit so that it's maybe a little bit more stiff.
The next day,
we got a little too sleepy there, so I had to call it a night. But wait until you guys see this beast. It is so rad. It's so rad, and it's nowhere near complete yet. But I just wanted to make sure that, you know, we were making the right call, sort of building an off-road E36, and I love it already. I think it's going to be a fantastic vehicle. So we still need to figure out what engine we're going to put in it, if it's going to be turboed. We need to get a diff for it. We need interior for it. We do have our doors already. We've got a new exhaust for this one, so that old exhaust will probably go on here. Tons and tons and tons of more decisions to be made. Hopefully you guys can help me out down in the comments. But tell you guys the truth, I think that's where we're going to wind things down at for today. So once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.